Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, children. Children, have you gone through the chapter?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have any confusion in the learning the physical properties of metals and non-metals?
Yes, ma'am.
No,
Ma'am, there is a
ma'am.
ma'am, there is
Bolo.
one point given. Ma'am, there is one point given in the tensile strength that metals have tensile in strength due to their ductility and malleability. Ma'am, how ductility and malleability is the cause of the metal to have this tensile strength?
What is there? Metals have high tensile strength due to their ductility and malleability. Means if there will be malleability and ductility property, that is also due to what? The stretchability of that metal. Means the molecules are attached to each other and they don't get broken. And they are just bonded together. All the molecules are bonded together. That is why they will not break when you hammer or when you make it in thin wires, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
you are making it in a thin wire, then it will not break, and it will. That is why it is having tensile strength. Means it can be stretched. Means when you compare it with a non-metal, you can see that the metals will have this property of not getting broken easily, or it can be molded in the shape you are trying to do. Like suppose if we are going to mold the shape of iron, we see iron smiths, they are working with iron rod, isn't it? And they
Yes.
either make it sharpened, they make weapons, they make some you can say equipments to work in the field. So how is it made? It is made by heating it to a certain degree of temperature, and at that temperature it becomes soft. When anything becomes soft, then we can break it easily, isn't it? Like suppose if we are going to break, you hammer, you say, what to take example, if we are taking some examples of some eatable item only, okay, like iodine, like sugar, like crystals of sugar. If you are making it, just beating it, hammering it, we will see that it will not just restrain that force, and it will break into powdered form, isn't it? So in the same way, but in sugar what happens? Sugar, if you are going to make it into such liquid form, then if it is concentrated, then you see that one edible item, that is your tilkut, abhi jo til ka banta hai in winter season, there we are using sugar in concentrated form. And which type of sugar is there? Sugar molecules are all compact, and then that till is just hammered and it is pressed and it is mixed with that sugar. But what about the salt? Salt, if we are going to hammer, it will be breaking into powdered form. So this property is not seen in metals. When we hammer it, they will not break easily, but it can be remolded in its proper shape. That is why malleability and ductility helps in seeing the property of tensile strength, showing the property of tensile strength. Is it clear, children, now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
हाँ बोलिए.
Ma'am,
Ah.
as we say that potassium, sodium, and calcium are highly reactive metals. So, ma'am, what makes them highly reactive?
Listen, children, that is their property. That is not that suppose some natural nature is also there, na? So metals are also having their nature. Here, just like suppose if we are taking example of mercury, then you will say, ma'am, all the you can say this metals, they are having very hard, you can say that physical state. But what about the mercury? Mercury is in liquid state, although it is a metal. So that is a nature of which is decided that this type of property it will be having.
Thank you, ma'am.
Is it clear now? Inborn nature, like we individuals, we all have our inborn nature. So the metals are also having their characteristic nature, which they are having it from the natural origin. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Or any more questions?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
in the chemical properties of metals and non-metals, in the fourth topic, which is the reaction with alkalis, what happens when non-metals reacts with alkalis?
listen, in some cases, when we are talking about the reaction with alkalis, most of the metals do not react. And some metals react to liberate hydrogen gas. Here it is not given. That means non-metals are not reactive with alkalis. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
But
Because
when I
alkalis
search,
are least reactive in these cases.
yes, ma'am. But when I searched it in the Google, it said that non-metals react with alkalis, but they form their respective salts, but do not liberate hydrogen gas.
Listen, there will be again certain exceptions in this. Some of the non-metals may be reacting because you are seeing that the metals are also exceptionally showing the nature. So we cannot summarize over there. So don't go to that much detail now. That which one is reacting, which one is not reacting, you will get confused. At this moment, we have to concentrate for our exam. So whatever is given, we will consider that one. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
For your knowledge, you can just search. But why non-metals are not reactive with ions? Suppose, first of all, when is the non-metals converted into ions? This is not a very appropriate question, I think. When it is ionic form, reactivity is seen with what? Acid and base, alkalis, not the ions. Ion is a simpler, you can say when the molecular, when you will write the atomic number and on, well, you will learn about it. You will see that ionic form is that form of the metals or non-metal, where the exception number or the electrons which are there in the outermost shell, that is considered to be the ionic form, and that also considered to be the charges on it. So ion, I don't think that it will react with any metal or non-metal. Ion will not react. Ion, we are seeing the reactivity with which? With the air, water, acid, base, alkalis, not with ion. Ion is an individual element which is having a free number of electrons. So we will not see the reaction with ions. Okay? Anything more to be asked?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so let us come to this chemical properties. Reaction with oxygen. First of all, I have explained you in the class also that how you will learn the chemical properties, how you are going to learn about the chemical properties. So what was the process? That first you will see that if a metal is reacting with oxygen,
It will
what
be
all
base.
product is formed and what is its nature and what is the reaction of that of oxygen or whatever reactivity we are going to see. That is also considered. We will have a comparative study of reaction between metals and non-metals. So here, when we talk about metal, which metal we have taken over here? Magnesium. Ribbon.
Magnesium.
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 So, yes. So magnesium with reacting with oxygen. What will it form?
Magnesium oxide.
Magnesium oxide.
Magnesium oxide.
Magnesium
So,
oxide.
And magnesium, how we will test its nature. So for that we have to make it in solution form. So yes, so we will dissolve it in what?
Water.
Water.
We will dissolve it in water.
Ma'am, we dissolve it in water.
Then it will form magnesium hydroxide. And we see that
Hydroxide.
when we are going to bring red litmus paper in contact with this solution of magnesium hydroxide, then we will see that it is dash in nature. Acidic or basic?
Basic.
Basic in nature.
Basic in nature.
Again, children, the second thing, how can we judge the nature of a non-metal? For that we have one activity. Who will tell me the activity of non-metal showing reaction with oxygen?
Ma'am, may I?
Ananya.
Ma'am, may I?
Ananya, you want to say? Okay, boliye.
Yes, ma'am. We have to take coal and then we have to ignite it. And we have to put that spoon in the glass jar and cover it with a lid. And then we have to remove the spoon from the jar after some time and add water into it, the jar, and cover it again. Then we have to mix it and we have to put
Shake it
indicator
well.
that is litmus. Shake it well, and then we have to add water and shake it well. And after that, to check it that it is acidic or not, we can check it through indicator like litmus paper. We have to put blue litmus paper in that solution. If its color changes into red.
Okay. So here what we have to do, we have to take a small piece of carbon. Carbon is a non-metal. Then how we will burn and how we will collect fumes? We have to collect the fumes with the help of the deflagrating spoon, which can be folded. Yes, deflagrating spoon it is called, which can be folded and ignite it and then collect the fumes in the jar. And then we have to add water. Then after adding the water, we can see that the fumes get dissolved. What is the component over there? Which components are there?
Carbon dioxide.
Yes.
Carbon dioxide gets formed.
And if it is dissolved in water, then it will form what?
Carbonic acid.
Carbonic acid. Carbonic
Yes, it will
acid.
form
Carbonic acid.
carbonic acid.
Carbonic
And
acid.
when we will see that blue litmus is changing into red, that means it is showing that acidic.
Acidic in nature.
So children, keep in mind that when a metal reacts with oxygen, then it will be basic in nature, and when a non-metal reacts with oxygen, then it will show acidic
in nature.
Nature.
Is that clear?
Acidic in nature.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So on the whole, what we can say? We can say that
Non-metals and
Metal
acidic
react.
in nature.
metals
Metal
have acidic
Metal are
nature or
basic in
basic?
nature.
Basic in nature and
Metal-
non-metals react with oxygen to form
Non-metals
non-metallic
are
oxide.
acidic in
Acidic in nature.
Metals with reaction with oxygen form basic oxides, and non-metals with reaction with oxygen forms acidic in nature.
Okay.
Oxide.
Now, after that, children, come to reaction with water. Now, how we are going to react it with water? First of all, we have to take some magnesium pieces,
Some ribbon.
put it in jar and pour some water. Then we have to keep a jar upside down and heat it. Now, who is going to explain this?
Ma'am, may I ask?
Ma'am Ananya. Ma'am
Vashvi.
Ananya.
Yes, ma'am.
Ananya, you have got the chance. Vashvi, Alok, anybody who is interested? Aditi, Priya? All the other section students also please become active. Aman.
Ma'am, may I?
Start it. Anybody who can explain can start. It is not that I'll name you. One student will speak, but reaction with water. Arushi, Aryan, all of you are keeping silence. That means you have not studied at all. Ayush Tiwari, anybody? Athar?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, may I? Ma'am, may I?
May I?
Ananya?
Ma'am,
ma'am, Vashvi.
Vashvi, bolo.
Yes, ma'am. Take a piece of magnesium ribbon and clean it by rubbing the sandpaper to remove the layer of oxide. And we have to put a boiling tube. No, we have to put some water in boiling tube, and then we have to put another boiling tube on the mouth of the first boiling tube.
Inverted,
then-
inverted.
Ma'am, what?
Inverted boiling tube.
Yes, ma'am.
Inverted boiling tube. On the mouth of the tube containing magnesium ribbon. Chalo. Why do you stop? Vashvi, what happened?
Ma'am, I think there was a network issue. Then we have to carefully remove the another boiling tube, and we have to bring a burning splinter near the mouth of the upper boiling tube. It burns with a cracking sound. This
Okay.
happens because magnesium reacts with water on heating and liberates hydrogen gas, which burns with a popping sound.
Okay, correct. So here also, children, you can see that a reaction is going on. That is magnesium plus hydrogen will give you magnesium hydroxide, and hydrogen gas will be liberated. But it is the characteristic of hydrogen gas that when you will bring the burning splinter, it will burn with a popping sound, isn't it? Then
Yes, ma'am.
there are some exceptions. Get ready to answer it. Which of the metals react vigorously with water?
Sodium and
Sodium and
potassium.
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 And
Sodium and potassium.
potassium and sodium.
sodium and potassium.
Where are they stored?
They are stored in the kerosene or paraffin bags because we know that they
Stored in
react very
kerosene and
vigorously with water.
bags.
Kerosene or paraffin wax.
They are stored under
paraffin bags.
or kerosene.
Paraffin bags. They are stored in
Name one
kerosene or paraffin
non-metal
bags.
which catches fire in coming in contact with air.
Phosphorus.
Phosphorus.
Now who is going to explain reaction
Ma'am,
with
may I?
acid?
Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am,
Athar, can you do that?
Ma'am,
Yes,
can
ma'am.
I?
Navya,
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Navya bolo.
Take some iron nails and clean their surface by rubbing them with sandpaper. Now put those iron nails in a test tube and then add some HCl acid to the tube. Keep another inverted test tube over the mouth of the first test tube. We will observe the evolution of some gas in the form of bubbles. Now bring a burning splinter near the mouth of the inverted test tube. It burns with a popping sound which shows the evolution of hydrogen.
Okay,
Yes,
correct.
ma'am.
So here also, as the liberation of the oxygen, hydrogen gas will be there, when metals will react, what will happen with non-metals? Now, if the non-metals are there,
Non-metals
They do
generally do
not
not react with
liberate
acid.
hyd-
Non-metals,
They will not react. They do not react
generally
with
don't
acids
react
and
with
They do not
acid,
liberate
but
hydrogen gas.
but some non-metals like
non-metals
sulfur
generally do
react
not
with
react with
hot
acids.
concentrated
they will
Some
not
sulfur,
burn with a
acid
popping
and
sound
nitric acid,
as the
and
iron
do
nails
not
do.
liberate hydrogen gas.
They will not burn with a popping
yes.
sound.
Okay, now tell me one question, answer to this question. Why are certain foodstuffs like citrus fruit, curd, pickle and tamarind not stored in vessels or utensils made up of iron, copper or aluminium?
Certain
Because
As the
in
acid present in the
Because
acid
as
of
the
that
acid
food
present in the food
may
react
react
with the
with
metallic
metals
compound
and
which may be
may
toxic.
toxic to
One of
toxins.
you, one of
The
you.
pickles react with the metal and form compound which
Anurag, you
make.
tell, others
May
stop.
I?
एक बच्चा बोलो.
Yes, ma'am.
Anurag, you
Because
tell.
acid, yes, ma'am. Because acid present in the food stuff reacts with the metal and form compound which may be toxic.
And
Yes,
they may
correct.
corrode the
All of
metal
you
also.
agree?
And they may
What
corrode the
about the
metal
reaction
also.
with alkalis?
most metals do not react with alkalis.
Aluminium
Aluminium and zinc can however react with
zinc
sodium
and
hydroxide or potassium hydroxide to form their salt and liberate hydrogen
hydroxide
gas.
or potassium
salts and
hydroxide to
liberate
form their salt and liberate hydrogen gas.
hydrogen gas.
Ananya, let others speak also.
You should
Navya, you also.
Okay, don't fight. All of you are getting chance. Then Anupriya and all, what about the other section students? Why are you all not participating in it? Gauri, Deepak, Janvi, you tell me what is reactivity series?
Ma'am, may I?
Krish,
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
may
can-
I, Pragya?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
can-
may I?
wait a minute.
Ma'am, may I?
Ananya, you stop. May I?
Ma'am, Vaishvi is doing that.
Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am, Vaishvi is doing that.
Ma'am, Tamanna.
Pragya, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Pragya,
Potassium, sodium. Yes, ma'am. Potassium, sodium,
what is
calcium, magnesium.
reactivity series?
The series of metal arranged in the order of their decreasing reactivity is called reactivity series.
Which one is the most reactive metal and which one is the least reactive metal?
Potassium is a least reactive metal and platinum is the most reactive metal.
No,
No, you are just saying the opposite answer.
No, platinum is a least reactive metal and the potassium is a highly reactive metal.
Yes.
They are arranged in the order of decreasing reactivity, Pragya.
Oh, thank you, Navya.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
मैम का नेटवर्क इशू हो गया है.
Let ma'am say something.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Okay. Now, what is displacement reaction? Priyanshu,
A
Rajat.
reaction?
What?
ma'am.
Priyanshu,
Yes, ma'am.
बोलो.
The reaction in which one material reacts with
Reaction in
ma'am,
which?
assisting-
Okay.
Ma'am, can I?
Others?
Ma'am, can I?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes.
A reaction.
Ma'am, can I?
A reaction in which more reactive metal displaces the lesser reactive metal from the aqueous solution.
Of its salt.
Okay. Okay. Now, can anybody tell me one example of this displacement reaction?
Yes, ma'am. When magnesium
Ma'am,
Take a
reacts-
magnesium
when
river
magnesium
and
reacts
metal
with
with
copper
acid
sulfate,
solution.
magnesium
After
displaces
copper
copper from that
solution become
salt,
colorless and
and magnesium
copper
sulfate is
particles
formed,
stuck
and
to
copper
magnesium
is
ribbon.
in
This
its
shows that
solid.
magnesium, the higher reactive, displaces the copper from solution and form MgSO4 magnesium sulfate, and this is copper Cu.
Okay, so copper will be deposited on magnesium if we are going to dip it in the solution of copper sulfate. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me what is the color of copper sulfate salt?
Ma'am, it is colorless.
It is blue. Blue in color.
It's blue
It
in
is
color.
colorless. Oh,
No,
yeah.
it is blue in color.
Ma'am, it is blue in color.
When the displacement will take place, then it will be colorless and copper metal will be deposited on the magnesium ribbon which you have.
Magnesium ribbon.
Yes, ma'am.
What are noble metals?
Noble metals are those metals
Reactive
Metals which are
metals.
least reactive and so are not
Least
chemically
affected by the
reactive
substances
metals are
around
known
them.
as noble
Those
metals.
metals which are least reactive and so are not chemically affected by the substance around them.
Around them is
Noble
metals
metals are those
reactive
metals which are
metals
least
are-
reactive and so are not chemically affected by the substances around them.
Is called noble metal.
Least
Okay.
reactive
Aman?
metals are noble metals.
Tamanna. Tamanna, can you speak?
Yes, ma'am. Those metals which are least reactive and
Bolo,
so are not
Tamanna.
affect the substance.
What
around
are
them.
noble metals? Become active, children. Please become active. Otherwise, the same students will repeatedly answer and you will be left behind. Gauri.
Those metals which are least reactive and so are not chemically affected by the substance around them.
Okay, give one example.
Gold.
One example of noble metal.
Ma'am, gold and platinum.
Gold and
Gold and
platinum.
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 In which unit the purity of gold is measured?
Carats.
Carats.
Or carats.
Carats.
What are alloys?
It is
Ma'am,
homogeneous
will you
mixture
please
of
repeat the
metal with
question?
metal.
Homogeneous mixture of
Metal
all
and
metals or metal and
metal and the
non-metal.
non-metal. Homogeneous mixture of
Alloy
metal
is a
with
homogeneous
metals
mixture
or
of two
metal with
metals or a metal and a
Harder
non-metal.
and more resistant to
A
corrosion than
homogeneous
the
mixture of two or more metal or a metal and a
Alloy
non-metal.
is
An alloy is
Why
a
do
homogeneous
we prefer alloy?
Alloys are stronger, harder, and more
it is
resistant to
stronger,
corrosion
harder,
than the pure
and
metals.
more
stronger,
resistant
harder,
to
and more resistant to
corrosion
corrosion
Generally, in
than the
our
pure metal itself.
many of the
in
applications
compared to metals and non-metals.
itself.
Three
That's what
things
I
you
said.
have to write in this question. They are stronger, harder,
and more resistant to corrosion.
resistant to corrosion. Because last
the pure
time
metal.
also in this answer you had to write 3 points, and I saw
Yes,
that
ma'am.
most of you had not completed this
Ma'am, what
answer.
is the meaning of homogeneous mixture?
Homogeneous means uniformly distributed.
Formally
Like
distributed.
suppose if we make a solution
Solution of salt and water.
salt and water, then if we will taste from the upper layer also or the lower layer also, the taste will be salty for the whole solution. But if we are going to dissolve sand or some mud, then you will see that the color and the texture wise differentiation will be there. There will be no uniform distribution of all the molecules throughout the solution. So homogeneous means the solution is uniform from upper to the lower layer. Here also, when we are making homogeneous mixture of metals, that means the whole metal is mixed with equal amount of 2 or more metals uniformly. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Who was asking homogeneous?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now this
Shreya.
tabular chart, which is given on your page number 50. Children, this is very important. There are 3 types of questions asked over here. What are the questions asked over here from this tabular form? That is, name the alloy with the composition like iron, chromium, and nickel. This is one form.
Stainless.
It will be stainless steel. Then you can be asked that how for uses. Suppose you can be said that name for the composition of any tableware. Then what composition can you give? You can write the name.
Greek silver.
Copper plus zinc.
Germanium.
Composition copper,
That is
zinc,
German
and
silver.
nickel. So these are the different types of, you can say, questions. So what you have to do, what you should do, you should write the name of, or learn the name of all the alloys along with the composition. That means the chemical composition, like how they are united and used forming, for which purpose they are used. Like German silver, duralumin, alnico, gunmetal, these are very much commonly often asked in the exam. Its composition and its uses. So there are so many questions from this tabular form. Then uses of non-metals are also very important. So who will tell me the uses of non-metals?
Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, may I?
phosphorus is used
Ma'am,
in
may I?
matchbox industry
Iodine
and
is used
fertilization.
as an
Are you ready to
Oxygen.
answer? Aman.
Ma'am, may I?
Aman Kumar.
repeat question.
Gauri.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, may
Aman
I?
bolo.
Repeat
Iodine
question.
is used as an antiseptic.
Yes, yes.
Iodine is used in as antiseptic. Phosphorus is used in
Ananya?
matchbox industry and in
Oxygen is essential
fertilization.
for the survival of
Essential for the survival of all.
Used in
Glasses and pencils.
Oxygen is essential for the survival of all living
Phosphorus
beings.
is used in matchbox
Iodine is used as an
And in cutting
antiseptic.
glasses and for grinding of tools.
Okay, so children, the types and varieties of questions you are, as I have told you, different questions, the pattern. So please go through those who have not learned. Those who have learned, it is well and good. But children, learning is the ultimate method that you can for your exam, for exam point of view. So please learn the answers. This chapter according to the questions which I have asked, and go through the questions which are also mentioned in the book. So what will you do? The next chapter will be your next, that is force and pressure.
Yes, sir.
Force and pressure.
Sure.
Is it okay to all of you, or do you want to discuss
Yes.
anything more?
Yes, ma'am.
कुछ और
No,
पूछना
ma'am.
है आपको?
Yes, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
क्या पूछना है बोलो?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, So go through force and pressure very carefully and try to learn point wise according to it, accordingly as it is mentioned in your book. जैसे बुक में mentioned है, point wise you just ask question to yourself, because in class also we have discussed in that way only. Clear? Okay, children.
Thank you,
This
ma'am.
will be your homework.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you,
Have a
ma'am.
nice
Thank
day.
you, ma'am.
Ma'am, you too.
Same to you, ma'am.
Ma'am, you too.
Thank you, ma'am. Good day, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.